Hello everyone, welcome back to WoT Blitz School. My name is Raish and I hope you had, well, a great week. I'm sorry I haven't been able to upload a lot of videos and whatnot, but I've been having a lot of work and yeah, and I've been worrying about my Spanish channel because I had the tournaments and I am the only commentator in Spanish. So yeah, there has been a lot of stuff going on. I've just been kind of holding back and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I don't have a lot of replays right now, so make sure to upload your replays if you want to be in these videos. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great one in this one, and yeah, I'll see you in a moment. Let us begin with the lessons. Alright, to begin, we are going to be watching Emilio Javier Miranda from from obviously the North America server, but we're gonna be watching him play the MT25 with the auto-loading gun. And in my opinion, this is one of the funniest tanks you can play, because it's a really fast tank that sometimes bounces shots, but you have a really funny gun that unloads like one shot every 0.7 seconds. And it has a really nice alpha, like altogether, the autoloader. It reloads fairly fast and it's just a really fun tank to play. We're gonna be watching him play this bush, which is not a bad idea, but if you're playing a light tank, I believe you can go to the hill on the left and be more effective. Here he spots, well, he didn't spot him, but he sees the chaff. He's going for a really aggressive movement here, and he manages to unload every single shot with a penetration 367 damage, and like I said, that's really high for a little light tank at this tier. And here a little bit of a mistake there, not aiming, but it's actually gonna cost his teammate. Well, he's gonna die because of it. So that's the importance of actually aiming. And now he's gonna be aiming the Chaffee, just completely ignoring him, and now he can maybe focus on the T-34-85, which he is, and they are just ignoring him. I don't know why, but that's two really good shots. That's three really good shots with a fire because of that engine shot, and that's a really good result for this little auto-loading gun. And that's a ticker. And here you can see how low is the penetration on this gun, that the ticker max actually can bounce on a lot of places, and the ticker max is not exactly known for its good armor. And here he's gonna be playing with his teammate, well, his platoon mate. So there, another a little bit of a bad shot at the end, but the T-34 actually made a really good move to avoid getting that last shot in. And here his platoon mate is gonna be reloaded in a second, and he's gonna be shooting the T-34. And here he's gonna just go for the last two shots. Okay, so far so good. I really liked how he came back and helped his team on the back, but his team is just falling apart on the hill. They just don't have enough tanks. And here we're gonna be watching Javier face the Dicker Max. He's allowing the Dicker Max to fully aim, which is really dangerous. But luckily enough, he manages to get 3 shots in and finish the Dicker. That's a full HP talk. That's gonna take a while if you wanna destroy him with an MT25. However, here we can see he's gonna be supporting the back of 2 of his teammates that are trying to retake the hill, and well, his friend is still holding that middle area pretty well. Yeah, I like what Emilio is doing here. He just doesn't seem to have a good enough position to push, so he decides to go there. That's a good shot, but the talk probably was gonna be reloaded fairly fast. Here he decides to repair his fuel tanks, which is not a bad idea, and now only the talk remains. So this is a 4v1. The talk is probably not gonna win, but I mean the talk is still pretty much full HP, only 1 shot from Emilio there. So yeah, this is a fairly interesting position. Here Emilio is doing the right thing. He's distracting the talk and fully unloading his gun. That's a really good result. And now his buddy, his platoon mate, actually just rams the talk to death. Well, he dies, the talk didn't. But I believe that was a fairly big mistake from his buddy, and he just didn't penetrate his shot. And now we can see that the tug is going down. So that was a really good result. 3000 damage on a tier 6 is really good, especially if you're fighting with this little light tank, and his platoon mate did pretty much everything on his side. And here we can see the Churchill probably didn't shoot until that those two shots. Well, that shot at the tug, and the Panzer IV-G also didn't shoot before the tug. So here, a really good result, a really good carry from this platoon. And I really like the game. I don't think there was there were a few mistakes, but not really important ones. So I believe this is pretty good. I believe the enemy team, the light tanks and the medium tanks, well, the light tank and the medium tanks played pretty poorly. So that actually turned out really good for Emilio. So yeah, profit on enemies' mistakes. That's pretty much what you have to do in this game to really succeed. Alright, welcome back. Now we are gonna be watching Isaac with his Jagdpanther. Now, the Jagdpanther, he's fighting against tier 8s, but the Jagdpanther, in my opinion, right now, it's one of the best tier 7 tanks you can have. They buffed the armor on this tank, and now the armor is... it's just amazing. It's really good armor. It has an amazing gun, good DPM, a really good mobility, so you have everything on this tank, except for a turret. But yeah, you cannot have it all. So you have an amazing gun. Also, the alpha on this gun is not bad for the tier, and it's just overall a really good tank nowadays. I would say, yeah, like definitely one of the best tier 7s you can have. The gun is reliable enough, and we're gonna be playing here in Dead Rail, which is, in my opinion, one of the, if not the best map for tank destroyers, because you have a lot of room to play with. And unless you're an assault tank destroyer, like really heavy tank destroyer, having a lot of room, it's really good. And here we're gonna be watching him just play the sniper role, which is not a bad idea. He's the only tank destroyer on his team, and he has the gun to do it. So here he's gonna be playing the sniper role. So far, that's the first miss, and in my opinion, it was just it was poor aim, but it wasn't. It was poor aim, but also really poor luck. There we can see the penetration of these tanks just way over there, what you need. That was a really poor aim shot. He's aiming too low at the tracks. You should aim like there, like on the side armor. Don't aim at the tracks. You just don't need to aim at the tracks at that distance. On the move, you're not gonna be able to track the guy. And here we can see the Jagdpanther has also really good camo. The Tiger is not able to spot him at 180 meters. Now he spots him, or maybe the T-54 Mod 1 did it, because the Tiger was... it wasn't the first shot he took, so probably the T-54 Mod 1, because it has better view range and whatnot, took care of that. And there we can see the good armor on this tank, and obviously the good penetration. So that's a really good result for our friend here. 2,225 damage. 2 kills, and he didn't even took damage for it, so that's a good result. He manages to help his friend. I really liked how he helped, how he actually took care of that. There a really quick shot that could have gone really wrong. If that shot missed, if the gun missed, it would have been really bad for Isaac here. But he manages to get the Jagdpanther to a really powerful tank. And there, a really good shot on the lower plate of the Jag Tiger. He's aiming now at the Tiger 1. That's not a bad idea. He's gonna go for it. Okay, that's another good shot. And he's also... I really like what you're doing here, because you're using your gun depression to angle this tank, and they are gonna have a really bad time pinning you. And you should have waited a little bit more to aim, because the Tiger is not moving. You have time to aim, so that was a wasted shot in my opinion. There you take a shot, but yeah, again, another bounce. And that's what this tank can do nowadays. Just do really good when it comes to armor. And again, damage per minute, really nice. And the gun, really nice. It just really has everything nowadays. This tank is just a beast. Here, the Jagdpanther 8.8 is gonna be able to go through you because that tank has a lot of penetration, and he's a tier 8. He's a tier 8 tank destroyer, so it's obvious that it's gonna go through you. But still, you can bounce shots if you angle enough. Here you're doing a really good job. There we go. He bounces, and he bounces a premium round. That's what I mean. That's a tier 8 tank destroyer that is bouncing a premium round of your tier 7 tank destroyer. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but it works. And there we go. Just 5 kills, no issues, 4,873 damage. And what I really liked about this game is that you play the sniper role, but as soon as you saw that things were not going your way, you decide to get in there, get dirty, and that's why you won this game. So yeah, that's a really good result. This tank is just fantastic. If you haven't played it, guys, play it. This is just a really good tank right now. It's not the best tier 7 when it comes to stats, but in my opinion, it's like top 3. And it's fighting for place 1 without issues. So yeah, the Jagdpanther, an amazing tank, really well played here. Isaac, you actually didn't camp, you sniped, and as soon as you saw that the things that your team needed an extra tank, you went there and you took care of it. So yeah, congratulations for your really good game. Now let us go to the last game of this episode. Right here we are gonna be watching one of my old friends, Blazing Inferno, playing his T110E4 in mines. And now, if you think about mines, you think about God. If you're in an E4 and you're in mines, the first thing that comes to mind, at least in my opinion, is God, why don't I have an E3 right now? Because the E3 you can take it up and you can be just an unstoppable force. It's an amazing tank to be in the hill, but with the E4 you cannot do that. Here Blazing Inferno is tunneling a little bit too much. You were just waiting for something to happen that wasn't gonna happen, and because of that the Object 140 actually managed to go into that position. That was a nice try, but you should have aimed a little bit longer. He was just taking fire and whatnot. So, and it was a nice try. I would probably gone for that as well. But the E4, the gun is not the most reliable one when it comes to precision. And there you go, you just lost the T-54 on your side because he was in the open for no apparent reason. And oh my god, you just left that guy in 17 HP after a really good wall. So that's a good result. The Object 140 takes a really big shot from you. You just have to finish it up. Now you're looking at the 183. It's not a bad idea because the 140 is hiding, so it's, like I said, not a bad idea. The T62 is now complaining. He's being really toxic. I think he was really toxic from the start of the game. And that was a really good that was a really good like I would say it was like a bluff. And yeah, that's a good result for you, but you took a really big shot, probably from the Waffenträger. So that's not good for you. He probably went through your side. Yeah, he went straight through your side because you're such a tall tank, so the enemy wreck wasn't able to cover you. So yeah, this is not going well for your team. They have the heal. Your budget is God knows what he's doing. And there you're gonna go for the shot. That's a really lucky shot. It went really far away from where you aimed, but luckily enough the enemy was a big enough tank so that it didn't matter. Here there's an E75. He has his fuel tanks damaged. That's a really nice shot. That's a max roll. Unluckily enough you didn't ignite the fuel tanks, which is not a bad idea. When you see an enemy with the fuel tanks damaged, the best thing you can do is to aim at the fuel tanks. There you take a big shot from the AMX, there you take 2 shots. You shouldn't have stopped in front of an autoloader, so that's a mistake. And here you're gonna try to go for the quick shot with high explosive. That's a good that's a good reaction because you are not allowing him to fire back. So you're still alive, but you're a potential one-shot for the Waffenträger. You are definitely a one-shot for the 183, and you're a two-shot for the autoloader. And a two-shot for the Centurion, so yeah, this is not good. A tree just fell back there, you just got spotted by the 183. And I like that you're playing this as you should, defensively, because you don't have the tanks or the armor, because you are the most armored tank and the E4 is not like the armor is impervious or anything. You're playing really defensively as you should. A lot of people would... I don't know why people usually play really passively, and when they see they are losing by 2-3 tanks, they suddenly just rush in. It's like, dude, why are you rushing in when we don't have any tanks? That was a really good shot with some luck, but that was a really good shot. That's on you. And yeah, of course your Batchet is completely destroyed. I don't think that Batchet knew what the hell he was doing. He's blaming lag. But oh my god, you just got really lucky, not because that didn't pin, but because the 183 was actually a really bad player. The 183 could have killed you without any issues with AP. That's a really nice bounce. That's the Centurion probably. Using the... Well, it could be the Centurion using premium rounds, but as far as I can remember, the big gun on the Centurion, the 350 Alpha gun, yeah, that was actually the AMX 5120 with the stock gun, using premium rounds. Here, be careful. You are doing a good job there, but be careful with the 183. He could be there, and it could be your end. So yeah, you are playing really carefully, as you should. Okay, the AMX is now pushing you. You go for the AP. You go for the adrenaline. That's a good time to use adrenaline. Here you should be covering your cupola with your gun. Luckily enough, that IMX 5120 somehow managed to miss 2 shots. But yeah, if you should be using your gun to cover your cupola. There's a 183. He takes a shot from the grill. That was a really lucky shot, my friend. It was good, don't get me wrong, but it was really lucky. And again, that 183 just shows how much of a noob he is, using high explosive on a target that you can just ping with AP. And luckily enough, that Whale just finishes the game for you. And 5 kills. You played really well. You got really lucky so many times. But you played really good. Well, and sometimes luck is all you need to win games. And it was just a combination of you playing well and you having a lot of luck. That Whale also played really well, defended really well, and yeah, overall just a pretty impressive game with a lot of luck. Those shots, like that shot on the 183 with a max roll, that was like getting lucky on where the shot went and getting lucky on the max roll. So yeah, a really good combination there. Thank you for sending this, Blazing Inferno, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Remember to send your replays if you want to see them in this channel. And without anything else to say, I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.